Thanks so much for being with me today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Abe?
Good. It's been so interesting to watch you over the past couple of years on Severance in the shallow tale of a writer who decided to write about a serial killer, Darkest Miriam. I'm so intrigued by what draws you to these very interesting sort of off-kilter projects.
Me too. I'm curious about that too. Um, it's I'm really drawn into characters who have a rich interiority, particularly with Shallowtail, which was renamed Psychotherapy, by the way, which I think is a terrific title also. Um, that character just had such a unique perspective. Same with Darkest Miriam, just so much going on underneath the surface. And as an actor, that's always such a thrilling challenge to dive into what's going on underneath all of those layers. And certainly with Severance, it's a Russian doll of a project. So yeah, I've been really fortunate to get to uh, unpack so many um, complex human beings.
Is the fact that Helly doesn't really know who she is and what she's about, how does that enhance or challenge your performance?
That's a great question. Season one, I really got to know Helly based on what she, like you said, doesn't know about herself. And so she's on this really clear, driven mission to find out what the hell's going on in this place and to get to the bottom of who she is. And a lot of the show is unpacking that really human question of like, who are you at your core? And so much of what I got to know and love about Helly was based on how she behaved, right? Her actions, her forward moving, um, uh, direct, unapologetic inquiry and curiosity about the world was really the thing that I had the privilege of getting to discover on my feet while we were filming.
And getting to play Helena, do you find that there are things you like about her? Is she scary? Is she exciting? What's your take on her?
Yeah, I mean, much like the image in Milchick's office of the iceberg, I think what we see on the surface with Helena, there's a whole lot going on under the water, and a lifetime of being conditioned by this high control group and growing up in really strange um, circumstances, and there is a beating heart, under all of that trauma, really. So I came to really appreciate her perspective and to know that she had this rebel known as Helly, like deep inside of her, really gave me an understanding of the pain that she must have endured up until that point in her life.
In terms of information that's coming next, do you feel like you're as potentially in the dark as audiences? And if so, what burning questions do you still have about Helly and Helena that you want to see answered, even if you don't know what they are yet?
Yes, I mean, it's yeah, it's definitely always in a state of discovery with the show. I think at this very moment I'm as in the dark as you are. So what do I want to know? Hmm. I'm curious about what like physical skills sets that translate. Like it would be interesting to me if like Helena was just um like a master pianist and then like Helly came across a piano, like would she know what to do? Those are the kind of things that get me excited. Like what are those like things that are ingrained in your body that you aren't aware of that would translate the severance procedure?
I've seen some interesting behind the scenes footage, especially of like Adam running through the hallway and just how it's filmed a certain way, and then we see it completely different way. What for you is the trippiest part of filming that just translates to something completely different for audiences?
Hmm. That's a good question. I mean, the procedure of when they transition in the elevator, we do this technique called a zolly that is very technical, and when you're inside of it, you can't imagine how effective it is until you see it. You know, the zooming in and pulling out at the same time, it gives this, yeah, that's what's so like it just it gives you the like an internal feeling but on the screen. um and it's cool to see that that's translatable through a technical um thing.
The show obviously has a very intense fan base, and what I like is that you and the rest of the cast have engaged a lot with it in different kinds of like real life things, like a simulation of The Office and podcast taping and other stuff. What does it feel like just to have that kind of fan base? And do you feel like people are in favor of Helly, or do you think they have some problems with her after the events of the season 2 finale?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I think what like we make art to give it away to the audience, right? So I get to walk around in Helly and Helena's shoes, but how people interpret the characters is for them to decide. So I don't know. Um our job is to kind of look through their perspective with empathy and try to understand why they do the things that they do. And I think this show has been really affecting to people because it asks more questions than it answers. And there is that the work is mysterious and important quality to it. But going back to what you said, the Grand Central Cube, like we kind of started our press tour off with this, in my opinion, like the most fun way to start like to launch a show, which is to be doing like a live performance art in a public space where we all get to put our costumes on and be in character in front of just commuters in a real space, in real time, doing something that the audience got to see. Whereas normally when we're in costume and performing for a camera, it takes about 2 years before it reaches the audience. So it was nice that it was an immediate kind of exchange of energy, and it's just super fun.
Well, while we're waiting a presumably long time for season 3, what are you looking forward to doing? Are we going to see more roles like psychotherapy and Darkest Miriam, or do you want to try something completely new and different?
I've got a couple things that are coming out in 2026 that I'm really excited for people to see. Um, and I'm spending a lot of time with my dog and my family. Um, and yeah, also looking forward to reading the scripts for season 3 myself. So I'm in that same position of anticipation.
Well, before I let you go, what are you watching? What have you seen recently that you really have has stuck with you?
Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of the film that I have coming out, Ray Seahorn is in that film, so I've been really enjoying watching her on Pluribus, and she's just an extraordinary artist, and I'd loved getting to know her this year. It's a film called Sender that Jamie Lee Curtis is also in, and yeah, it's so I'm enjoying watching her and celebrating her. Her performance is so cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was a real pleasure, and I look forward to discovering a lot more as you do in the future.
Thanks, Abe. Happy holidays.